Welcome to this tutorial on integrating with Kafka platforms using the Infor OS Kafka connector. Today, Daniel, our expert presenter, will walk you through the configuration and use of this powerful tool designed for secure and efficient data integration. In this session, you'll learn how the connector enables seamless data flow with Kafka platforms such as Confluent, Amazon, and Avon. Let's get started.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and today I will give you an overview of ION Kafka connector. The connector we built to connect to Kafka deployed on cloud. We successfully test this connector with Kafka deployed on Confluent, Amazon, and Avon. But for Avon, you need to ask Avon support to enable browser recognized certificate, and then you can work with Kafka on Avon. This connector works as a consumer, so you can read the data, and as a producer, so you can write data to your Kafka. And this connector is available for both data lake flows and document flows. During this demo, we go through two use cases. One use case is to send data to Kafka. We will configure all necessary components. And the second use case is to read data from Kafka. We will read data to Kafka, save it to SFTP server, and then I will spend some time to tell you about incremental data load from Kafka. Okay, let's jump to our use cases. First of all, let's create a new topic. Here you see the overview of Confluent cluster. Let's add a new topic. I will create it with defaults. I will copy the name to use it further. Let's check the message. We have 0 message. Let's add ION Kafka connector. I name it demo Kafka write and add write scenario. For the purpose of this demo, I will use simple JSON files. I have 3 files with information about the warehouse and some items in this warehouse. I have 3 files for different warehouses. You can see the different ID 03, 02, and 01. I already defined a schema for my data. I need to define a topic. Partition is optional. If you would like to write data to a specific partition, you can put here a number of your partition. And as well, if you would like to use a key, to define a key for Kafka message, you can set a value manually, or you can use your schema to define a key. I will use a warehouse ID as a key for my Kafka message. Let's save it, go to, and let's define connection settings. You can find your connection settings in your Confluent or your Kafka provider. I already generated mine. Let's test. Okay. Now we can use this connector to write data to our Kafka. Let's create a new document flow. The source of my data will be IMS connector. I already created it. And the source will be our Kafka connector. this one. Let's save it and let's activate the document flow. Now we are ready to send our data to Kafka. I will open my Postman. First of all, I do a ping call to check if my IMS service is online. Yes, it's okay, we can send the data. I will choose the first file. It was sent. Let's check our Confluent. It should appear in a minute. Yep, we have it, the first one. Let's send the rest of files. The second one and the third one. I have the second one, and now I have the third one. As I said, for message key we used warehouse ID, and as you know, if we have the same key, then the message will be sent to the same partition. For the warehouse with ID 03, my partition is 0. Let's try to send another one, the same file again. So it should be placed to the same partition. Yep, partition is the same. This is how you can write your data to Kafka. Of course, you can send not only JSON, but all data supported by ION. It can be XML, flat files, or binary data. And now let's go to a use case how we can read data from the Kafka. We will create a new connector. Of course, you can use the same one and add read scenario, but I will create a new one. Demo. I will name it. I will add my read scenario. If you would like to read from a specific partition, you can define the partition number here. And then you can define a scheduler. It can be basic or advanced. Advanced using cron expression. I will set a scheduler to read data every 1 minute. And by default, we have incremental data load enabled. About incremental load, I will tell you in a minute. So let me add my connection properties. And test the connection. The connector is ready. Let's add a new document flow. The source will be Kafka. And the target will be SFTP server. I set my SFTP connector in advance. This one. Let's save document flow and activate it. Based on our scheduler, we will read every 1 minute. Here I have a FileZilla connected to my SFTP server. As you can see, it's empty. I will refresh it. A new folder is created and ION start to read data from Kafka. As you remember, we have 4 messages in our Kafka, so here I have 4 files, JSON files. And let's send a new file to a new data to our Kafka. I will select the first file again. I will send it. Yes, it appeared in a Kafka, and in a minute it should appear in my SFTP, in my folder on SFTP server. Here it is. Now a couple of words about incremental data load. So as incremental key, we use combination of partition and offset. And in ION, we store this value. So every time we read the data, for each partition we save the last value of offset. On active connection point page, you can change this value. You can reset it, or you can set another value. You need to find your connector. This one connector I use to read data from Kafka. Then you need to select Rewind Incremental option. Here you can see that we read data from 2 partitions, 0 and 3, and offset we save. If I reset these values, the next time, based on my scheduler, we read data from a Kafka, we will load all existing messages in Kafka and send it to our SFTP server. Let's reset it. And in a minute, I should receive 5 new files here in my folder on SFTP server. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's all that I wanted to show you today. If you have any questions or any feedback regarding our Kafka connector, please feel free to reach us. Thanks again. Have a nice day.